Happy Friday, everyone. I'm Tamara Jean, your spiritual holistic healer and inspiring visionary here on High Vibe TV. How is everyone doing? Ready for the weekend for sure, and ready for the end of this Mercury retrograde, which is coming soon. So next Wednesday, Mercury will be stationing to go direct, so that'll be good. But of course, we do have, it's happening at the same time as we have a new moon in Leo. But that will be really good energy for a new beginning. So this is an energy update on the current energies for July 26, 2019. And the energy information that wanted to come through for this particular update is with these current energies that's happening, because I know that there are some that resonate more with Atlantis and there's some that resonate more with Lemuria. And often a lot of us have experienced both cultures, both in different lifetimes. And right now with what I had gotten was with Atlantis, that there is a version of Atlantis existing on another plane of existence in a different dimension that did not come to its own demise and destruction. It has been living in balance, but is still quite a different energy than that of Lemuria. Atlantis, more of the technology, more of the masculine energy, and working with, and also intuitive and psychic gifts, and also working with crystals and natural resources, and then, and more of the warrior type energy, where Lemuria is much more feminine, goddess energy, healing, also working with natural resources such as the crystals and whatnot. And much more of that vibration of peace and community. So what is happening right now, as there is a convergence of those particular frequencies that are integrating into our energetic structures and systems on the planet. So this is, so those that are more resonating with Lemuria are very much holding that container of the divine feminine as that energy begins to rise, as it has been now, and holding that frequency and holding the container of receiving and the peace and the unconditional love and creation. And then those that resonate, you know, are bringing in the Atlantis frequency, helping to, in this healing process of the divine masculine, and helping to dig up and reveal what needs to be healed through the divine masculine. And I have even witnessed those that are drawn to move actually to like the East Coast of the US or on that side of the globe versus like the West Coast, the more Western side, which is, so that's very interesting. And so with these two energies, so there has begun an interweaving of the Lemurian frequency and the Atlantean frequency into the core instructions. That's why there's so much powerful movement of energy and upheaval of the old programming and the wounded parts of ourselves that are really coming up and being reflected to us so that we can heal and transmute the energy, while the Lemurian energy, that is high frequency as well, holding that very healing and unconditional love space for this to take place in, like being the womb, being the chalice and the vessel for the healing work to take place. So really complementing each other within the divine feminine and divine masculine. And if you notice, like going through this healing process, when something comes up for you, it can move through very powerfully, and it's moving through more quickly. And that's because we have this Lemurian frequency to stabilize the more masculine energy, and bringing in that Lemurian frequency into being interwoven with the Atlantean deep down into the roots of the energetic structures and grid on the planet, and then each of us individually, our own personal energetic matrices, that the Lemurian is really, so that like it's like the Atlanteans are like going to work, just, you know, bringing it up and transmuting, bringing it up and transmuting, and Lemuria is holding that space and stabilization of the frequency, so that this template of the new earth, more like 5D frequency, being able to acclimate, integrate, and actually operate at the higher, the 5D frequency and higher. You know, there's lots of people on the planet that are have a much higher level of consciousness and awareness into higher dimensions than 5. And it's just all an expansive spiritual, universal expansion, experience, and process. And still in functioning within the 3D physical body. And that is what this ascension is, being aware of our multi-dimensional selves, aspects, and being able to integrate those, and so that we have that level of consciousness and can operate, function, and create from that level of awareness. So my guides just really wanted to get this information out there to help maybe have some sort of understanding. And if you resonate with either of those ancient cultures, Atlantisite is an actual stone that can connect you with ancient civilizations and start bringing in that wisdom at a more conscious level if you'd like to work with that. I'm actually going to do, I know I normally do with tools for transformation and include crystals and essential oils to help support you through these current energies. But with the Mercury going station direct and the new moon in Leo that we have next Wednesday, I'm going to go ahead and do a more expanded separate video on some more crystals and essential oils to kind of guide you through that will help support you leading up to that. It's July 31st, August 1st, depending on where you're at in the world. And then, you know, and through that, and then right after. So I will do that at the first part of next week, so that with the crystals and essential oils, so you can get them and utilize them in your ritual, in your ceremony, or just routine, you know, just putting them in your pocket or whatever. And so you'll have those for you. My guides just wanted to at least get this information out to you. So, right, the more we become aware and during this expansion process and what can all be included in your growth experience, just expands and helps your soul grow even more. And kind of like it feels like this last push of the last week of the month of July, which has been a very accelerated personal transformation month, as I'm sure you can all concur. So, and there's going to be that big flip after the new moon in Leo. I don't know, that's just the term that keeps coming to mind, but it's really starting to, I feel like we're going to get like out of the rat race or off the hamster wheel that we have been on as humanity and as a collective for millennia, and that we're actually going to break free from, we're going to complete that karmic cycle. And again, it's not just our planet. This is our universe that we're most conscious in, right? There's a whole multiverse, but this particular one that we are most conscious in, aware, awake, is really going to, and I feel like the awakening process is going to be quickening. And as we move through the energies through the rest of this year, and then in December, there's a very powerful lunar cycle with the solstice. And then we'll be going into January 2020 and really going into that Age of Aquarius energy where we want to experience it as a golden age. So we can't necessarily go into that vibration with all of our emotional baggage, right? And so that's why too, a lot of divine partnerships are happening as well. And we're clearing all of our relationship connections and karmic ties and completing all of that and bringing healing in its totality and resolution, so that it's like the line is clear, and with all the ancestral lineage healing that we have all been doing, so that the line is clear and we can move forward clearly and at that high vibration that is in the range of the vibration of the Age of Aquarius, the golden age. And so we have all been working very hard. And so through this last push, just stay true to yourself. And even if you feel that you are becoming more and more vulnerable, this is a good thing. Continue to open more and more and really let your light shine. A crystal actually to help with that is danburite. Kind of looks like a clear quartz. It really supports you to feel comfortable in letting your light shine. I know that can feel uncomfortable, you know, being open and raw and like, you know, it feels like you're exposing yourself, but we need to do that in order to really live in integrity, divine alignment, and authentically, and really create from that high vibrational place. So that's it for now. And so happy Friday. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And of course, I will see you on the weekend for your daily inspirational or your weekend inspirational message. And so I will see you in the next video.